Hello everyone, I am Leo Monsalvo and welcome to Santa Marta. In this video, you will know the beautiful and adventurous, magic and incredible places in our city. Our adventure today runs through some places in this city, such as Tayrona Park, the Quinta San Pedro Alejandrino, Taganga, El Parque de los Novios, and some places in this city, and ancestral culture. Santa Marta is a warm place with wonderful beaches, ecological trails, rivers, and the highest mountain around the world, facing the sea, the Sierra Nevada. It's time to get to know the first city of the Department of Magdalena. It's now to know the city where the Liberator Simón Bolívar did. This city comes from perpetual snow to warm and refreshing places. Welcome to Santa Marta, the Pearl of America.
Hi, my name is Johan Reyes and I'm going to study the ethnical groups at the Tayrona Park. We can find 4 ethnical groups at the Tayrona Park: the Cancuanos, Cogis, Huivas, and Arhuacos. Cancuanos. Since 19th centuries, the Cancuano people began a loss of culture and the language due to the racial segregations and the systematic attempt to incorporate indigenous communities into the civilization, while their languages had been in danger of extinction. Many efforts are made to keep it alive, the contemporary settlers, and keeping alive the other traditional cultures. The Cogis. The Cogis are related of the Tayrona culture that flourished at the time of the Spanish conquest. They survived thanks to the isolation of 4 generations. The mythology said that they are the older brother of humanity and living at the center of the world. The foreigners are the younger brothers that were vanished long ago. Huiwa comes from the root wheat that means warm. Those from the warm lowland that also means give origins. The Huiwa are known as the Senya, that means natives, that are supposed as the foreigners and the non-indigenous. The Huiwas are farmers who grows cassavas, yams, toros, and bananas. Arhuacos inhabit the river basins of the western of the slope of the Sierra Nevada. The Sierra Nevada is considered the center of the world by each ethnic group that inhabit the Sierra Nevada. The Arhuacos said that the first human come from the original groups that arrived first of the Sierra Nevada, and they are considered the older brothers, and those who arrived later are considered the younger brothers. The difference between the two kinds of brothers are in the knowledge about nature.
Hello guys, my name is Amalia. I will talk about Taganga. Taganga is a typical fishing village where it's possible to observe the fishing ritual of the natives. It is the favorite place for divers who visit this area of the Caribbean. And it's beautiful and very quiet. If you decide to come here and spend a couple of nights here, I want to give you some tips what do you do here in Taganga. Tip number 1. Take a cocktail lying on the beach. It's the best way to relax, perhaps enjoying a crazy coconut. What is crazy coconut? Coconut is a mix of cocktail, mix of drinks, and using candies, sugar, and other drinks. Number 2, the sunset. A spectacle that you can observe directly on the beach. Number 3, enjoy the Colombian party. What is a Colombian party? Party in Colombia is used to celebrate whatever thing. You can dancing and drinking too. Well, number 4, trying Colombian cuisine. There are several restaurants here in Taganga from the coast area and specializing in French fish. Number 5, walk into the bay in Taganga. You can feel the environment, you can see the sea and enjoy very things here in Taganga. Come here, visit us.
Hello, my name is Andrea Salas and today I'm going to talk about one of the most important tourism and attractive places in our city Santa Marta called Parque de los Novios. In addition, we must note that one of the most outstanding features following accounts operating in closets that surround the face of the park have many restaurants and discos. Of course, going romantic is not a straitjacket. Even the park is an excellent alternative to go with your friends and family on Wednesday. For this reason and for many other reasons more, you need to go to the Parque de los Novios because it's an excellent alternative to enjoy with your friends.
Hi, my name is Abraham Ortiz. I'm going to talk about one of the most important and beautiful places in the Santa Marta city and the great potential it has to position itself as one of the most promising and important ecotourism destinations in the city. This place is Minca. Minca is a corregimiento of the district of Santa Marta in the department of Magdalena. It is located in the foothills of Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta, about 14 kilometers from Santa Marta. Minca and its surroundings have different attraction thanks to geographical position. It have an altitude of 650 meters above sea level and being in the middle of a large vegetation. It has become a great alternative to perform different activities. So let yourself be carried away by the fantastic views over the Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta and wonderful sunsets around 5:30 p.m. Try to capture with your camera the more than 350 species of birds. Practice some extreme sports such as zip lining, baking, tubing, climbing, or mud rides through the exuberant paradise. Take a dipping pool and stimulating natural pools, jump from waterfalls or tomato delicious Colombian coffee at an herb farm. Have you seen the typical Ghanaian bamboo called guadu? All this and more you can find in Minca. Now that you know it, you will agree with us. It is not enough to feel the magic of Sierra Nevada Park, better if you live it. Minca is an incredible mouthwash for you to acclimate those lands and then enchanted by a greater challenge.
Hello, my name is Karina Castro and today I'm going to talk about one of the most important tourist attractions in Santa Marta. This site is Quinta de San Pedro Alejandrino. The Quinta de San Pedro Alejandrino is a farm that was founded on February 2, 1608. Today is one of the most important tourist attractions and he is managed by the Bolivarian Museum of Contemporary Art Foundation. In it you will find history, art museum and a wonderful place, the Botanical Garden. The Quinta de San Pedro Alejandrino is famous as it is the last resting place of the liberator Simon Bolivar. Everything in this melancholy and victorious site speaks to us of the glories of liberator and evokes that prodigious existence he had on battlefield. The Quinta Botanical Garden of San Pedro Alejandrino was created in 2004. The mission of the Botanical Garden is to contribute of the conservation and diffusion of the representative biodiversity of the Colombian Caribbean. Through these plans and programs, investigations, environmental education. This place gives you the opportunity to take a great picture. For all these reasons, when you visit the city of Santa Marta, don't forget to visit this wonderful place full of culture, art, museums, and history, and of course, nature.
Hi, my name is Valerie Peñalver and I'm gonna talk about Tayrona National Park. Tayrona National Park is a slice of the wonderful Caribbean coast. It hides between between the mountains of the Sierra Nevada, Santa Marta, and the coast. Also, it has a lot of beaches when you can go and rest in your holidays or any time that you want to go. Also, you can take pictures of the beautiful places there. The way that you can go there is by boat from Taganga and by bus from here from Santa Marta and Minca. Also, the fauna and flora has a lot of variety because it has like around 400 species of birds. Also, because they have the two varieties of ecosystems, marine and also wildlife there. Like jaguars, you can watch them at night. This little delightful spot is located about 30 minutes from Rodadero. It also, with beautiful beaches, as I mentioned before, hammocks to rest at night, water and surf. Additionally, you can get a guide to take you to the native village in the Narvi Mountains. Also, the temperature here varies between 25 grades and 30 grades, depending on the location and elevation. There are two rainy seasons from May to June and September to November. You are welcome to come to Tayrona National Park because it's, I think, personally, it's the most beautiful place here in Santa Marta to meet.
My name is Leo Bañasia and I'm going to talk about something about Colombia and Santa Marta. I don't know if this is something new for you, but Santa Marta is the oldest city in the America. So what is the thought about Colombia in the world? In the last years, people around the world had a thought that Colombia is just drugs, drugs and drugs. But this is just a fake. Colombia has different attractives like rivers, beaches, and of course our culture. Thanks to our athletes and artists, Colombia has gotten a new perspective around the world. Shakira, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Carlos Vives, Falcao and James Rodriguez are some of them. During the past years, 3 million of tourists has entered to our country. This is 20% more than 2016. In the other countries, they has gotten just 4% of increase. This is 16 more here in Colombia. So we are 16% more effective than any other country. And currently, some newspapers like the New York Times has talked about Colombia and the different places for the tourists. So that is all.
So hello everyone, I'm Diana Martinez and I'm going to talk about the Cathedral of Santa Marta. The Cathedral of Santa Marta is one of the most representative historical, architectural and religious monuments of the city. Being the first church built in the continental America, is the gateway to the gospel and also the mother of the Colombian churches. The Samaritan people are proud of this, and it's also the most popular postcard and familiar to all the inhabitants of Santa Marta. Although its year of foundation is the same as the year of foundation of Santa Marta, which is 1531, it was in 1765 that the construction began. It was under the direction of the engineer Don Juan Cayetano by the mandate of the governor Juan Andrés Pérez. In addition to its architectural appeal and its colonial history, the Cathedral of Santa Marta keeps in a small bust the heart and entrails of the liberator Simón Bolívar, and they rest next to the founder of the city, Don Rodrigo de Bastidas, and they were brought directly from Dominican Republic. Santa Marta, the Cathedral of Santa Marta is a city full of legends, privateers, and pirates. And the cathedral keeps its a silent witness of more than 500 years of history.
Hello everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm going to talk about one of the most important places in Santa Marta. Callejón del Correo built at the end of the 18th century and which was one of the first foundations that European colonization raised on American soil. In this way, observe the first construction that drew what in the old continent it's called notaries, churches and printers, and of course the post office. This alley owes its name to the iconic mail house, historical and material heritage of the city. The post office was located in what is now known as the Historic Center and what one day received hundreds of papers smeared with black ink which looked for a mechanism to keep close to who were away, is today one of the most popular and picturesque alleys of the city with an atmosphere of bohemian music, exotic cocktails and foreign languages, the history, the mysticism, and the memories of a living colonization permeate each dusty corner of the city as we refer with affection to Santa Marta. The historical memory cannot be better visualized than through its most representative street. El Callejón del Correo is perhaps one of the busiest shortcuts to go from the Parque de los Novios to the emblematic Plaza de Bolívar. However, pedestrians and street vendors who wander through it know little or nothing of the historical value that this street represents in the history of Santa Marta. In the morning, when the sun rises, the place is silent and everything that used to be open to the public is now closed, waiting for the night, except for a famous natural juice store that is ready to refresh and make clients happy. In addition, many artisans adorn the alley with their works of art. When the night comes, groups of young foreigners come to this place to enjoy the bohemian and musical atmosphere, exotic and traditional food such as garlic shrimp. Here, the religion, the sexual preference, and the origin little or nothing matter, because in this place the music sounds stronger than the stereotypes and labels. The tropical music gives a magical air to the place away from the pollution and the deafening noise of a modern life. And for the rest, the main alley is a street of passage, street vendors, tourists, and workers of the mayor's office, whose office are just around the corner. Regarding the mail, it's only remain in the name because there are no office here and post office.
Hello everybody, my name is Miguel Avila. I'm a student of international business. In this time, I'm going to talk about one of the touristic places in Santa Marta. This one is the Bolívar Park. Okay, let's start. America's biggest hero will always have in Colombia a park or place named after him. Santa Marta holds a much greater role in the history of the liberator, and Bolívar Park in Santa Marta honors his name and importance in Colombia. Though there are dozens of Plaza Bolívar or Bolívar parks in Colombia, perhaps very few can boast about having the view of one of the most beautiful bays of America, not to mention be located at the tip of the founding city and one of the oldest cities of America. At the perch of a perpetual summer climate, beautiful gardens and midst of historic and modern buildings that surround Bolívar Park, it's a must-see. Here, sit in the shade of the trees, listen to the music of the birds that chirp around the gardens, and gaze out the intense of the blue bay. In this way, the park offers you a chance to rest and energize yourself to listen to a discussion about the history and culture of Santa Marta, ending in a walk through the Gold Museum where you can immerse yourself in the pre-Columbian history of the region. Don't think about it and come to visit us.
The Bay of Santa Marta is a bay of the Caribbean Sea north of the Magdalena department in Colombia. It's a water bay, the city of Santa Marta, the second port of the country in the Caribbean. The Bay of Santa Marta is an incredible place where you can find different restaurants and enjoy good food. It's a pleasure to bathe in the blue sea. You can come with your family or your friends to enjoy. The Bay of great natural beauty is described as the most beautiful of the America, where you can see ships from all over the world loading and unloading at the harbor and the fancy yachts at the marine. Another of the attractions of the bay are their sunsets with the moral draw of magic, the natural health that the city has. Welcome to the Bay of Santa Marta.
I'm Vanessa Hill. I I'm going to talk about Fiestas del Mar. This is the most important touristic and cultural event in Santa Marta. Fiestas del Mar has been a process of revitalization and rescue of the tradition and identity of the Samarians, taking on inclusive and participative character, giving more importance to our cultural roots. So with us for beautiful women, music, cultural expression, and the joy that characterizes our city, Santa Marta's Way every year at the end of July for travelers who come to enjoy a unique party in the country. Fiestas del Mar has three scenarios for excellence: the base of El Rodadero, Santa Marta, and Taganga. Other events are also part of it, such as nautical tests and with the participation of outstanding representatives of disciplines such as beach, soccer, water polo, beach volleyball. Artisanal Fishing Festival, rescuing the traditional fishing or cultural heritage of Santa Marta. Whale Parade, where candidates from different departments of Colombia share with its audience. Folkloric Parade. This is a tour of the main streets of the city, in which not only the candidates for the national and international sea range participate. Photo Marathon, where the most beautiful places of the city are showing photographs. Festival of Traditional Cuisine, where you enjoy Colombian gastronomy. Serenade to Santa Marta, where the invited artists, together with the public, gather to celebrate the anniversary of the city. Children Painted Day Sea, where children are taken into account and their cultural participation at.
Hello, my name is Andrea Salas, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most important tourism and attractive places in our city, Santa Marta, called Parque de los Novios. In addition, we must note that one of the most outstanding features for an account operating closer that surround the face of the park have many restaurants and discos. Of course, going romantic is not a straitjacket. Even the park is an excellent alternative to go with your friends and family on Wednesday. For this reason and for many other reasons more, you need to go to the Parque de los Novios because it's an excellent alternative to enjoy with your friends.
Well, it was a great adventure in Santa Marta. Now take your suitcase and come to Santa Marta. See you soon.